Yo, what's up? Today we're going to be using knockout on Wesker, and so basically this perk makes it so whenever a survivor drops a pallet and moves 6 meters away from it, they gain 5% hindered for 5 seconds. And we can use those 5 seconds using Wesker's power to catch up to them by vaulting over the pallet or just getting closer to them. And to combo with this perk, we've also got Zanshin tactics, so whenever a survivor drops a pallet, their aura is revealed to us for 5 seconds. So with these two perks, whenever a survivor drops the pallet, they have nowhere to go and they're basically always injured. We've also got pain rest, so whenever we hook a survivor on Scourge Hook, the most progressive gen pops and loses 20% progress, and Dead Man Switch, so whenever that gen pops, it gets blocked for 50 health seconds. So yeah, that's basically the build, and let's get into the game. Alright, we have Raccoon City Police Station, so RPD, and this should be a pretty good map. I mean, it is literally Wesker's map, so you can't really go... Oh my god, I accidentally pressed S instead of the W, but either way, all survivors on this side of the map, which is, you know, not surprising. Actually, Wesker is pretty good on here, and there are lots of pallets, so usually this would be bad, but since I'm playing with a, you know, pallet build, then it should be pretty good. But yeah, I already see scratch marks here, so we should just follow them, and the survivor should pop out relatively soon. I mean, like... how long do I have to follow? And yeah, I think I saw 2 of them here, so that's even better. And oh my god, yeah, I heard Laura here. I mean, I heard her breathing, so good for me, I guess. I just got an early hit, which is even better. I didn't really want to follow the other survivors because it would have taken a while, but yeah, she didn't actually drop the pallet, which is surprising, but I don't really mind since that's more value to me. I'm gonna pretend to pick her up in case he has a flashlight, but I don't think she has. Or actually, yeah, he does, because he's still lurking around the corner. Or maybe he just likes lurking around the corner, you know, that works too. And damn, we kind of missed, but we should still be able to get him here. He doesn't drop the pallet, which is, you know, smart. I will slug her because I just feel like that's the better thing to do, and oh my god. Yeah, this survivor is insane. Either way, let me just go back. I actually kind of feel bad for him because I usually kind of did that too. I mean, yeah, that's something you really don't want to do. Either way, yeah, I see another survivor here because of her scratch marks. I don't know where the slugging survivor is though. Like, I don't really see her anywhere. Maybe she's somewhere here, but she can't be far either way. So, yeah, this survivor is going to move out the way. So she's going to be hindered for 5% now. And yeah, she didn't want to go anywhere because she knows she was already doomed. But yeah, let's go hook her on this Scourge. So the most progress gen loses 20% progress, and yeah, it's that one outside actually, so I'm guessing the Laura is there too, since, you know, it just got popped. So I'm just gonna use my power to move here faster. And yeah, another survivor is on that side, but it doesn't really matter since then the gen has like no progress. I guess their survivors just moved out the way then. So the Ace is here though, or the Vittorio, sorry, and he's not here for long though because he's gonna drop this. Oh my god. But yeah, he's dead here either way, so it doesn't really matter. I am just gonna kill him here because, you know, I don't want to deal with him anymore. And yeah, let me just hook him onto this hook and then probably go back to the main building because that's probably where all the survivors are. So I'm just gonna use my dashes to get there quicker. And yeah, that gen just got DMS activated on it, which means it's blocked for 50 health seconds. And also, we've got the survivors here too, so I'm actually gonna go for the injured one since, you know, it's more pressure and she's already been unhooked, so it's even better for me. Obviously, she's gonna drop this pallet because, you know, why wouldn't? But she is hindered for 5%, so that actually is small, but it makes a huge difference in this game, you know? The percentages do really add up when you're in small loops like this. I'm gonna kind of watch out here in case she's gonna drop the pallet. And yeah, she's gonna probably drop it here, but because it's one of those event pallets, she doesn't really make it anywhere. Yeah, they are pretty unfortunate. Like, you can get a lot of value from them, but usually it doesn't do anything. I would just hook her outside, so the survivors have to go like a mile to go get her. And also, this gen has a lot of progress, so I'm just gonna kick it real quick and probably go follow these scratch marks here. And yeah, DMS just activated on this gen too, which means the survivors did go here. So good call on me that I went here, but either way, I am just gonna use my dashes to catch up to this Vittorio faster. And nice, I actually think I see him here, or damn, it's actually the Laura. Well, you know, it doesn't really matter since the survivor is a survivor, and I don't think I hooked the Vittorio either way. But also, what's good about Zanshin tactics and these other perks is that they work on the event pallets. This is mainly why I'm actually using this build, since there are so many pallets near around the map that it works just so well. And also, she's 5% hindered, which lets us get this hit. So knockout really did give us a lot of value here. But let me just pick her up and probably get her on a Scourge since I didn't hook her yet. So yeah, let me just remote hook her here. it would be just faster and better since I don't think there are any other hooks. And yeah, DMS also activated on this gen, so let me just use my bounce to catch up to this sable here. And nice, there she is. She used the event power to make herself quieter, but we've got Zanshin tactics and knockout on her now, so she basically can't run away anywhere. But these scratch marks are going outside, which means this is actually really bad for her. Like there are no many places to go outside. And yeah, I actually see 2 survivors here, so I'm just gonna leave the sable and let her do her own thing and go after these survivors, since I'm pretty sure I hooked both of them, so it will be better if I go for them. I will go for Lara though, since she's fresh off hook, so it's even better if I go get her now. And nice, she's gonna go down the hall, which I honestly don't complain, since the gen they're working on in the main building is downstairs, so that's even better for me. It'll be just quicker for me to get there, but let me just hook her on this scourge and then quickly go to get that gen, since I'm pretty sure the sable is already working on it. And yeah, just like I said, it just got popped. Pretty sad, but you know, it doesn't, nothing I can really do there. And I'm pretty sure the survivors are working on this gen though, or at least it does have a lot of progress. So let me just kick it real quick. And also the sable used her event power to, you know, lose her scratch mark, so I couldn't kind of find her. But yeah, DMS just activated on this gen too. You know, one good thing about Deadman's Switch is that not only does the gen get blocked for 50 seconds, but it also gives you information on where the survivors are, because when the gen gets blocked, then you know that the survivors were just there. Actually, before I go for the Vittorio, let me just kick this gen real quick, because it actually gives you a lot of value. You know, like when I kick it, it will probably lose like 50% progress in like a minute. So just as long as the survivors just don't go into that gen and work on it again, then it will get a lot of value. But he did just block the window, nothing that really does to us, so oh my god. Yeah, let me just get him here. You know, that gen doesn't pop, but it doesn't really matter too much, since we've still got 2 left and we can get insane pressure with that already. And yeah, the survivors are back at it again, so let me just use my power and injure her real quick. I'm actually not gonna kick it, or actually I will. Yeah, it's worth kicking it because of all the progress it loses, and I don't want to, you know, risk getting another gen pop since I only have 2 left, so I really gotta watch out for that now. But we do have 2 more pain reses, so I don't think anything will happen, so I think we'll be fine. And yeah, we've got the Michaela here, so she drops the gen, I mean the pallet, sorry, oh my god. And she does get hindered for 5%, so nothing she can really do here. And nice, we got a perfect dash on her, so hope you can get a pain res over here. Nice. I don't think we used the stack on her, or actually, yeah, she's dead, so he kind of did. I will just be going back to that gen because they're probably working on it now. So let me just use my dashes to catch up to it quicker. And nice, Deadman Switch just activated on it, so it's blocked for 50 whole seconds, and I don't think he's gonna get anywhere. Yeah, we're just gonna get him real quick, and I'm just gonna remotely hook him onto a scourge, because, you know, that's probably the best thing to do. There's also 2 other gens that have quite a lot of progress on them, but I just activated Deadman Switch, so we still should be fine. Okay, this gen has like no progress on it, so we're actually pretty fine. The only gen that has a lot of progress is outside, and we don't have to worry about that because it's blocked now. And yeah, the survivors are pressured here, so we should still be fine. Let me just kick it real quick before going for them, because that has so much progress that I just can't let it pop yet. But yeah, the survivors did go outside, so we should be able to catch up. We've got the Vittorio here, which means he's injured. I'm pretty sure he's also deafik, so when you catch him here, the game is pretty much over, since there's only 2 survivors left, and I don't think 2 survivors can do enough gens in time. Yeah, unless they do that gen, but there's nothing I could really do about it since it had so much progress already. Let me just get the Vittorio though. I will just probably use my M1 here since it's the safer option. He will just drop the pallet, obviously, but he can't really do anything here. As long as I go around, then he's pretty dead here. And he does leave the pallet, but I don't think there's any pallets here left, so he is pretty doomed. And yeah, he's dead here. So let me just pick him up and just remote hook him onto another hook, because I'm pretty sure he's dead. And yeah, nice. The last gen did pop, but we should still be fine. I just have to patrol these gates and make sure nobody was working on them. And oh, I think I already see scratch marks. And yeah, I see the sable here, so let me just dash up onto her and, you know, caught her off guard. And yeah, we get the injury here, so let me just use my dash to, you know, get another quicker down. And she actually blocked the window, but there's nothing we can really do about it. I mean, like, it doesn't really matter too much since it gets unblocked in like 6 seconds anyways. And yeah, there's actually a survivor on the gate here, but I'm pretty sure we can stop her. So yeah, we've got 2 survivors here, and there's nothing they can really do. Let me just catch this sable real quick, and if we do that, then the Lara Croft won't be able to escape too. So yeah, let me just make sure she doesn't escape. And nice, we've got the Lara here. She did heal, but there's nothing like it really does to us. us since, you know, I don't think she still makes the gate. But she does go for the other survivor for some reason. And yeah, because of that, she's dead. So we pretty much got a crazy comeback here. I will just drop her and go for the Sable in case she has unbreakable, but I don't think she does. So GG's. And yeah, let me just remote click this Lara Croft because, you know, we don't want her wiggling out. And I don't think we would have make a hook in time. So yeah, GG's. Anyways, if you made this part of the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and, you know, do all the other stuff because I'm so close to 500 subscribers and I would really appreciate it if you could hit that.